Cześć wam wszystkim, z tej strony Ikari, gram tutaj w Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain na odcinek 44, znajdujemy się w naszym helikopterze. Ostatnio tutaj ganiałem sobie różnego typu misje, nie? Znaczy misję. Misja 45. Wiele razy sobie ją ganiałem, tak żeby tutaj wszystko sobie zaliczyć, mieć ją na ocenie S. Dzięki temu zrobiliśmy też zamiaszczy projekt. Wszystkie misje z oceną S. Dostaliśmy strój Raidena. To ja sobie w tym momencie biorę i tworzę. Strój ninja już mam też stworzony, on nam przyspiesza gonitwę. Jesteśmy szybsi i tak dalej, tym podobne. I możemy szybciej brać i skakać. Tak samo z tym oto strojem Raidena. No i nasza Quiet wzięła i uciekła. Nie może być z nami z wielu różnych powodów. Mam tutaj kupę kaset do odczytania i tak dalej, tym podobne. Nie wiem, jak ostatnio grałem, to jakoś mi się udało ją odzyskać. Będę musiał to zobaczyć, może sprawdzimy to w kolejnym odcinku. W tym momencie zajmiemy się misją 47. Już kiedyś ją przechodziliśmy, ale tutaj jest poziom trudności ekstremalny.
The contract is to eliminate a high-ranking CFA officer. CFA doesn't just hire United soldiers as mercenaries. They're also supplying United with weapons. It just smacks of Western nations manipulating them against the socialist MPLA. Naturally, the MPLA is not happy with the situation and wants us to put a stop to it. Your standard issue East-West proxy war. Except it appears our target is the man in charge of how many weapons get supplied to UNITA. Apparently his MO is to keep the Civil War going as long as possible, so CFA can keep making a profit. Bad for business if UNITA wins too soon. So they sit back and suck the people dry. Parasites of war. Our intel suggests the target rarely ventures outside of Nova Braga Airport. But rumor has it that a Western arms dealer is headed there soon for an inspection. That could be your chance to eliminate the target from a distance. We also heard that he plans to leave the country following the inspection. This may be our only opportunity to take him out.
Tak więc mamy 8 różnych zadań ukrytych do zrobienia i tak dalej.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Pakujemy się jak najszybciej, jak tam będzie to możliwe. Weźmiemy sobie tutaj zestaw broni numer 1. Najlepszy. Jeśli chodzi o tego o bronię i tak dalej, podobne, to tutaj czegoś może potrzebowałbym jeszcze dodatkowego. Mam tutaj takie pudełko. Bo tutaj możemy sobie wziąć i wpakować. Znaczy tutaj nic nie potrzebuję, szczerze mówiąc. Jakby mi się przydała jakaś kurnata z zamiaszcza. Może być ten C4, dlaczego to nie? Bronie drugorzędne, bronie pierwszorzędne. Jest dobrze, coś z zamiaszczu powinno mi jakoś pójść. Mogę sobie tutaj wziąć konika, naszego piesia lub D-Walkera. Nie mam tutaj Quiet w tym momencie, tragedia. Tego typu strój jest dosyć ciekawy, jeśli chodzi o naszą osobę. W tym momencie mogę go sobie też wziąć, no i wybrać naszą główną postać, którą tworzyliśmy na samym początku gry. Ja teraz jestem cały we krwi. Teraz sobie w tym momencie nasz Snake. My moglibyśmy sobie wziąć, no i ubrać go w ten cały zamiaszczy strój. Przecież te piksele fajnie wyglądają i tak dalej. Ja sobie może kiedyś będę brał jej hasło, dlaczego by nie? O wiele szybszy i tak dalej, tym podobne. No jest tragedia, jakoś cały czas w tej całej krwi, to jest niesympatyczna sytuacja. No i przyszczerze, no to sobie ten oto zamiaszczy strój. Weźmiemy sobie tą oto opaskę, tylko że ten strój jest na dosyć wysokim poziomie, muszę biegał tutaj wziąć, no i obniżyć poziomu 4. Dzięki czemu będziemy mogli zdobywać jakieś ciekawsze oceny. I tyle. Aż tak to w zamiaszczy sposób wygląda, pasowałoby też się wrócić do miasta naszej bazy, się tam umyć. Epizod 47. Ekonomia wojenna. Maksymalna skradanka. Trzeba tutaj bardzo cicho, bardzo powoli się skradać. skradać, na wszystko uważać.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
Musimy tutaj wyeliminować bardzo ważnego żołnierza, który znajduje się na lotnisku w Nowej Bradze. Pierwszą rzeczą, jaką musimy zrobić, to się tam dostać. Ja po nagraniem sobie obczyłem mniej więcej, gdzie mam iść, co mam robić. Chciałem tutaj wszystkie zrobić podpunkty tej całej misji. Jesteśmy nad ranem. Zaraz się zacznie dzień. Będzie o wiele łatwiej naszego Snake'a tutaj zobaczyć. Powiem wam, że najlepszą grą, jaką kiedykolwiek grałem, to był Hitman. Tam dosłownie każde zadanie, jakie tam było do zrobienia, można było zrobić na 10 000 różnych sposobów. I Hideo Kojima się strasznie bronią, jest wzorową według mnie w tym samym Hitmanie. Tu mam tutaj kamery poinstalowane, które trzeba będzie tutaj strasznie uważać. Wysyłaj nam te informacje na naszego droida. Muszę tutaj bardzo ostrożnie planować każdy mój ruch. Jak nas zobaczą, to misja zostanie anulowana. Dawaj, kurczę, Snake'u, wiem, że nie jesteś nie wiadomo jaki dobry. Z tą sztuczną ręką to sytuacja może być no nieciekawa. Niesympatyczna. - 49 metrów mam do tego kolesia. Istotki, które udało mi się zdobyć. Kurczę, siekał mnie.
Boss, we've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let them bring the target out into your line of fire.
Misja chwoba. Za punkciki.
You gotta extract him.
Dawno nie grałem. Dawno też nie grałem w jakieś tam poboczne misje fobowne. Nawet nie wiem, jakie są nagrody w tym momencie do zdobycia.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head. The chopper will be arriving any minute. Watch out.
Tutaj trzeba się przycisnąć tak, żeby ten gościu się tutaj nas nie patrzył. No i nas przyuważy, to będzie tragedia. Stoi, szczerze mówiąc. Trzeba troszeczkę poczekać, aż się weźmie i przasunie, obróci tak dalej i tym podobne.
There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on him. Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens.
Czyli nasz główny cel opuści kraj po tej całej inspekcji.
Clouds approaching.
Okej. W momencie dobrze tutaj bierzemy, no i leżymy.
Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is gonna patrol for the security forces. Make sure you don't get spotted from above.
Helikopter będzie tutaj przez cały czas sykurowany. Dodatkowo, tak więc musimy uważać, żeby nas tutaj nie wykryli. Już nie będzie tutaj zbyt łatwo. To jest nasz cel.
That must be the arms dealer. His next move will be to meet the target.
Sprzedawca broni. Następnego ruchem będzie spotkanie się z naszym gościem, który będzie chciał mu tą naszą broń, nie naszą, tylko ich broń sprzedać.
Een bezoek van die president. Dis 'n voorreg, meneer. Ons skuld al ons sukses in Sentraal-Afrika aan die SANR. Die Mfundo Olieveld-voorval was regtig 'n skande.
Skande is korrek. Nou het 'n klomp huursoldaathonde van ons te hore gekom. Spooke van 'n dooie era.
Meneer, ek het gehoor dat 'n man by die Olieveld die Big Boss was. Die legendariese huursoldaat. Niemand het my vertel dat ons teen iemand soos hy te staan sal kom nie. Ons kontrak het slegs gespesifiseer dat ons die fasiliteit moet beskerm teen plaaslike bevolking en militante faksies. Beskerming teen PF's gerigsteen met moderne tegnologie is 'n heel ander affære.
Ek het genoeg gehoor. Vereers het ons 'n inspeksie om af te haal. Wys my die plek.
Begryp. Kom ons begin by die suidelike hangar. Stap die kant toe.
That guy talking with the arms dealer. Could he be the target?
Oczywiście, że tak. To jest nasz główny cel, którym będziemy się zająć. Jednym z zadań pobocznych jest właśnie odsłuchanie wszystkich rozmów.
The map has been
That's the target.
has been
Looks like we found him.
No i trzeba za nim tutaj ostro gonić, żeby nam się kurna te drzwi nie zamknęły. Przede wszystkim uważać, nie?
Analysis complete.
Nie będę go przesłuchiwał, bo na to nie będę miał czasu, szczerze mówiąc, szkoda.
Analysis complete. The map has been updated.
Kurczę, fajnie ma tej oceny. Mam nadzieję, że nas tutaj nikt nie przypatrzy. Nasz główny cel doszedł do
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
miejsca spotkania. Mam nadzieję, że kurczę uda mi się wziąć i przesłuchać ich. Jeszcze tam idę, okej. Zatrzymali się, spoko.
Dit is die suidelike hangar. Die dak het al beter daar gesien, maar ons gaan dit regmaak in 'n japtrap.
Baie ruimte. Dis goed. Is die noordelike hangers so groot soos die een?
Ja, hulle is dieselfde op plek. Dis 'n bietjie ver om te loop. Kom ons vat die kamer.
Beslis.
Dis net daar.
Wersacja numer 2. Helikopter tutaj przez cały czas lata sobie. Strzelamy gości do bazy.
You gotta extract him.
to mam tutaj ten podłączony kontroler do komputera. No i no tyle gości, nie zauważajcie już nic, ani nikogo, bardzo was proszę.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
No zalokowałeś się, za kolesie.
Too. Roger that.
Verkoop van nukes.
Koop van nukes. Jy's dis
Natuurlik is die verspreiding van kernwapens 'n opsie. Maar wat as jy 'n atoombom op enige plek kan bou sonder spesialistfasiliteite, sonder hoëgraad toegang? Dis die nuwe sakemodel. Dink net aan die markandeel wat ons kan betrek.
meneer is nie ernstig nie.
Ek is altyd ernstig. Jou verkoopsroetes gaan onvervangbaar wees. En om te dink, as jy nie 'n nukes het, sal die MPLA ook wil kry. Betaling sal uiteindelik groter mynregte wees en dies meer. Maar sedert die oliebaronne Amerika se spoorwegstelsels verlam het, sal daar altyd 'n mark vir olie wees. Unitiese diamante sal nogal 'n lekker payday wees. 'n Meisie se beste vriend natuurlik, hè. Dis PA vir jou. Elke sakker se skrouende girlfriend is deel van ons bemarkingspad. En die Afrikaner mors net al die geld. Koop wapens om mekaar uit te moer. Die regte wêreld. Dag snaaks, nee my broer.
Vertel dit vir wie ook al hy vervang. Ons is oorlogmakers. Ek erken dit. Ons maak 'n lewe met bloedgeld. Sonder oorlog is my manne werkloos. Dis ons enigste uitweg, want alle ander industrie is uit die streek verdryf. Koloniale magte aan windslag. Dis omtrent al wat ek kan hanteer.
Toe gaan die jakkals.
Het jy genoeg gesien? Na die ondersoek verby is, moet jy my gas op die pad om ons saam te stem.
So jy wil die kans verspeel, die grootste besigheidskans wat ooit jou kant toe gekom het. Swaai, niemand sal wel jou plek opneem. Maak nie saak wat ek of jy doen. Die getuie van die ekonomie sal sy gang gaan. Nie terwyl die groot moonthede stry oor al die rykdom.
Die beheertoring is die kant.
They feed off the conflict and turn around and blame the colonial governments? Now that's hypocrisy.
No tak, oczywiście nasz D-Doc gościa nie wziął, no i nie wysłał do miasta, znaczy nie do miasta, naszej bazy. Gość nas tutaj przyuważą, co za ludzie. Zostało mi 3 naboje naszego zamiast pistoleciku.
Extract him.
Weather will clear shortly.
Mhm. Może uda mi się zająć też tym gościem, jak on... Gdzie on w ogóle jest? Tam z drugiej strony. 32, 29 metrów stąd jest. No nie mogę ich uciekać, sytuacja jest nieciekawa.
Analysis complete.
Da mi się to zrobić, tak żeby tutaj mi podpatrzył. 2 naboje mi dostały, kurna tragedia.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Nie mogę gonić, no to kurczę, każdy może mi tutaj wziąć i popatrzeć, jeszcze tutaj helikopter leci. Jeszcze ten gość tam na górze jedzie, znaczy jedzie, goni ostro. Ale jazda. Dwa naboje dostały. Tutaj mamy te cholerne, kurna, ta maszyny. Te walkery, na które trzeba strasznie brać uważać. No będziemy kombinować. Mam też granatnika jakby co. Bez granatnika nie ma co szklać tutaj. No dawać panowie szybciej. Ostatnia konwersacja wam została. Później będę musiał was wyekstraktować do bazy. I chyba tyle. Sobie tym oto
The enemy chopper is
pistecik.
heading over to pick them up. Take out the target before it gets there.
Helikopter już jest gotowy, żeby ich wziąć stąd.
Vergeet om te vra. Ek hoor daar's 'n siekte in die omgang. Wale Yamasi.
Ja, baie vreemde siekte. Steek as uitdag. Ons klif is hulle ook aan ons kant. Eintlik was die gunsmith die ou wat alles gehandel het. Hulle almal gesterf. Nou is die gebied so beset deur 'n groep van die vyande wat die laaste by mekaar geskraap het. Lyk waar wat hulle is. Wat vra jy?
En miskien ook
Sien, kyk. Die uitbranding. Hy weet iets. Dit het iets te maak met eksperimente wat hulle mense gedoen het by soja, maar die boer waar selfs ons gaan vasstel.
te veel te weet kan word aardig gevolg vir jou gesondheid. Jy waai in elk geval uit af. Al lewe luks met die pennies wat jy gespaar het, amper verloor. Vergeet van die warmte. Maar helikopters op pad.
They know something about the experiments going on in that factory. Well, there's no time now. Act now or the target will leave the airport.
A tam też goście tutaj z lewej strony, ale jazda.
Boss, the target is going to get away. Hurry up and take him out.
Teraz się wszystkim zajmiemy. Nie ma gościa, chociaż tutaj był. A nie gościu stąd wychodzi? Tak jakby?
Analysis complete.
Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there.
Mission info has been updated.
No to puf. To jest sposób na rozwanie helikopterów, kurczę, w tej grze, żeby brać i od nich wyciągnąć tego typu. Żeby projekty zdobywać, kurna tam. Teraz powoli pasowało by się stąd jakoś kurna wydostać. Mamy tą całą kurczę kamerę. Dogu przesuń się jak możesz.
Alle troepen, dit is
Widoku, gdzie ty jesteś? Weź się zajmij tym gościem. Widoku, kurczę, kazałem ci go wziąć i ekstraktować. Ej,
Analysis complete.
okej, ostatnim podpunktem to musimy wziąć, no i
He's coming too. Roger that.
wyekstraktować te 3 skrzynie. Kontynetory. Pierwszy. Drugi. I panowie, było miło, ale się skończyło. 8 na 8.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Ej, o co chodzi? Jak to się w ogóle stało? Uso oggetti limitati grado equiped unità di supporto. Ale o co chodzi? Czego ja dostałem tego? Muszę zobaczyć, co to jest za przedmiot, który mi kurczę tutaj wziął, no i zmniejszył ocenę do oceny. A kurna, ale jazda, nie jest sympatyczna w ogóle sytuacja. Tak gdybyśmy mieli ocenę, będę musiał jeszcze poza nagraniem to kilka razy poprzechodzić.
Boss, about that target you extracted. He says he wants to work for us. Having talked to him, he doesn't seem that bad a guy. Apparently the arms dealer's people demanded they prolong the conflict, and he couldn't go against the management. That doesn't excuse everything he did, but his skills will make him a useful asset. Let's put him to good use. I've tossed that arms dealer in the break. The way he tells it, he worked in logistics with the South African army, but he was headhunted by Singer. Whoever gave him the orders would only have been a pawn of Skullface anyway. But apparently he hasn't been in contact for some time. He doesn't know much about Singer, not even what its president looks like. Just another cog in the machine.
Ale ja jestem zły z tego powodu, kurnata. Tutaj czym ocenę jest... Ja się kręcę. No powiedzcie mi, kurna chata, co ja tutaj mam za przedmioty? Lista misji 3.
Please select a
Mi
mission.
została misja, kurczę, co ja mam za przedmioty, kurna chata, które mi tutaj takiego typu rzeczy robiły nieciekawe z... Pisałem pobocznym, pasowałoby się, kurna ta zanim pasowałoby mi też skoczyć sobie do naszej bazy i się troszkę przepłukać. No i kupę kasy mam też do odsłuchania, ja bym sobie wziął i przesłuchał gościa numer 10 naszej starej bazy muszę wziąć i odebrać. To bierzemy go, no i będziemy kombinować. Nieciekawa sytuacja, nic z tego nie rozumiem, jak to jest w ogóle możliwe. No ten uniform mam kurczę na poziomie 7, powinien być na poziomie kurna chata 4 znaczy się. To jest ciekawe, jakie to jest irytujące, jak takich rzeczy nienawidzę, ja cię kręcę. Wściekły jestem z tego powodu. Zaczynam misję, czy to będzie możliwe. Chociaż te misje poboczne, kurczę, już mógłbym robić z tymi ciuszkami, bo za nie tutaj nie dostaję żadnych ocen. Tylko te misje główne mnie szczerze mówiąc tutaj najbardziej interesują. Kurczę, po quiet chciałem się też wybrać, ale to może już w kolejnym odcinku, ale jest. Bo nie mamy quiet, szkoda mi. No i na koniku możemy sobie troszeczkę pojeździł. Też tego konika zamiast czego mamy już na maksa wyrobionego. Mamy naszego głównego cela. Jest gościu. No ja w niego
Has been updated.
pełno różnych amunicji wrzuciłem, jak to jest w ogóle... I to jest w ogóle pokazane.
Marker removed. Marker placed.
Tam się gdzieś znajduje. 100 ileś tam metrów stąd, a? Będzie jakiś... Nie będzie jakiś żaden z ptaszków. Sobie w międzyczasie kurczę kasetę jakąś wziął i ten odpalił. Tam sobie hasa chłopak.
Caution.
Okay.
Sandstorm approaching.
Po kolesiu.
Analysis.
That's the target.
Kiedy jest irytujące.
He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
To oczywiście.
Side op completed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Arrived at mother base.
Kiedy jest kurczę irytujące. Otrzymaliśmy nowe zdjęcie, tak? Na którym będziemy mogli oddać pas. Ostatnio jak byłem tam pasem, to kurczę nic ciekawego się tam nie działo. Tutaj mieliśmy ostatnio ten tego typu dyplom.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Mam tutaj zdjęcie, jak grała w piłkę. A kiedyś może w Peace Walkera sobie pogramy. No to spoko, żeby tutaj cięcie, zobaczymy się w bazie, to nie ma co bardziej kombinować. To co nie ciekawe, albo w helikopterze. Dobra, w bazie byłem, tam ciekawego nie było, przepukałem się, żadnego filmiku przerywnego nie było. Więc pakuję się na kolejne poboczne misje. Tutaj coś w miarę szybko weźmiemy i ogarniemy, moi drodzy przyjaciele. Musimy jednego gościa odbić. Mam też jakiegoś gościa. Dosyć
Mission not accepted.
ciekawego. Jakby to zrobić, powiedzcie mi. Tutaj misjonie, no. Bo mam tutaj jeszcze jedną misję po drodze, nie wiem czy to jest w ogóle ciekawe, żeby tam być, iść czy cokolwiek kombinować. Kanes Fortatu -5.
Please select a landing zone.
No tutaj chciałbym wziąć, dobra, lądujemy to ją.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Nie wiem co my za misję i tak dalej do zrobienia, dobra, lecimy dalej, lecimy.
Deploying.
To więc 19:19 pomiędzy Kabulem a Afganistanem znajdujemy się. Mamy tutaj misję Canis Fortunato, czyli pies pechowy, albo pechowy pies. Po drodze mamy jeszcze jedną misję, kurczę, w której szczerze mówiąc bierzemy i lądujemy, nawet nie wiem co tam się dzieje. Chciałem tutaj w miarę szybko wziąć i mapę zrobić, tutaj jesteśmy. Mam jakiegoś przeciwnika. Nasza misja znajduje się w tym oto miejscu, no. O, mamy tutaj czołgi do rozwijania, dosyć ciekawe. No, może nie są, no ale dobra. Czyli czekajcie, misje poboczne sobie zaraz weźmiemy wszystko, ogarniemy, no. Misje opcjonalne. Nie wiem, czy jeszcze raz będzie mi się chciał brać i to zaliczać B albo AD. To nie to. To nie to. Musimy wziąć miny, jeszcze rozbroić. Chyba to jest, czy nie? Nie, to nie tutaj. Okej, tutaj mamy misję 0, no to spoko, sobie to weźmiemy i zrobimy w tym momencie. Ciekawe, tam ludzi z lewej, z prawej strony, ze wszystkich stron dookoła. Może sobie zajmiemy najpierw tymi pięknymi, cudownymi snajperami. Te 15 kaset do odsłuchania, tak więc ja bym sobie chciał odsłuchać, czego by nie. Quiet numer 6.
Boss, we've gone over the prisoner transport log you found. Quiet was grabbed by the Soviets and moved to Lamar Khatte Palace. They lost a lot of men to her. Can't blame them for wanting payback. But why did she just let herself get captured?
I think it is time you knew. Quiet was carrying vocal cord parasites. The English strain,
That's the target.
the third English pair. Skullface was using her as a vector. An ace in the hole if his assassination plan failed. I knew it, but Quiet chose not to speak. She told me the situation in Dene, Navajo, the only language to which the parasites do not
Analysis
react.
complete.
If you found out, she could not remain among you.
Analysis
And yet,
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
why? Because part of her still wanted revenge against you. Revenge against the boss. In order to stay here, she took a vow of eternal silence. But then, that sudden mutation showed this was not enough. As long as the parasites were inside her, she could not predict what might happen.
And that's why she took off? Sacrificing herself to make sure the English strain died with her?
Maybe. Or maybe she only wants to infect the world. Whatever her plan, we can't let her go free. The vocal cord parasites are the last of Skullface's legacy. It's up to us to erase it. Boss, the targets are Quiet and the English strain she's carrying. Your objective is to extract her. But if worst comes to worst, she may have to be eliminated. Both her and the parasites.
We don't know for sure what Quiet's up to, but we need to secure her ASAP. She's being held at Lamar Khatte Palace. Make your way there.
You gonna extract him?
Kurczę, piesiot jest troszeczkę nieciekawy, niesympatyczny, nic w tym rodzaju. Czy ona została zabrana przez jakichś tam żołnierzy? Tylko się dziwią, dlaczego ona wzięła i pozwoliła się zabrać. Dobra. Wiadomość od Quiet.
I did not choose to be quiet. I wanted to express my feelings to you. If only we shared a common tongue. Vengeance was what drove me to them. The only language left to me, revenge. But the words we shared, no, that was no language at all. That is why I chose the language of gratitude instead
You have
and go
arrived
back
at your
to silence.
destination.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I am quiet. I am the absence of words.
Spoko, cacy zamiaszczo, kolejna kaseta została odsłuchana. But Quiet i tak dalej, tym podobne. Będziemy je szukać, może uda mi się ją odzyskać, mam taką nadzieję. Nie, to byłoby w ogóle sympatyczne i tak dalej. Kurna, to mam jakieś jeszcze kasety do odsłuchania, 14, 12, 13 kaset. Ucieczka dzieci, no i pazy. Wow, na temat prawdy.
Boss, how are you back on your feet so quickly?
There's a non-smoking ward.
Boss,
If I listened to everything the doctors said, I'd probably die in here. No point waking up after 9 years for that.
well, having you out of that bed makes things a little easier.
Bad news, huh?
Things are looking worse. Go on. They found out about you waking up, and the man on fire picked this time to wake up too. We'll have to move forward ahead of schedule. Miller already has the preparations underway. We'll have to wake up your neighbor too.
So he's not. He seems awake now.
No. Well, he's not actively conscious yet, at least.
He was a doctor, too.
In his mind, that past no longer exists. Your past is his past now.
You gotta extract him.
Not some simple diversion. He'll act as the new big boss, and the act just isn't for Cypher. He'll be your face on the world stage, until the time comes for your resurgence.
You make it sound easy.
We've been busy over the last 9 years. His altered state of consciousness has helped us implant powerful suggestions through induced hypnagogia. He's experienced all your missions on record and shares all your knowledge and experience to make him believe that he is the one true big boss. No one around him will doubt that he's the big boss they know. So, is he the real big boss or a stand-in? What does that mean to him? Nothing. The human brain is capable of many illusions. Of pain, of the future. What happens from here depends on his skill. You can vouch for that.
He was always the best man we had. But
9 years ago, he threw himself between you and the blast. In that moment, the man you knew died. He died protecting you. And now, by becoming you,
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
it's just a detour in his journey to hell. And don't forget, it's what he wanted. He's in his dog days now. It's not just him. We'll be putting the people in this hospital in the line of fire. They'll be your shield and necessary diversion to buy us some time.
And you?
I'll be right by his side.
Can you keep it up?
He's coming too. Roger that.
It won't be a lie. I won't know his secret either.
Marker removed.
I'll believe that he's the real big boss. I'll have no conscious knowledge of you. Where's the lie in that?
Self-hypnosis.
It's nothing new in my line of work. Manipulating memories, the past. But that's not all. When the time is right, I need to remember that you're the real boss. In a world, it's double think.
Arrived
In
at
this year,
Metabase.
2 + 2 = 5. And I want you to do the same.
Detected.
Right. His bodyguard.
Has been
Correct.
updated.
It won't be long before this hospital comes under attack. We'll wake him up right away, but he won't be back to full health in time. We'll need to take him through his final paces.
Yeah. I want to see his face again.
All right, John. I've never forgotten you in these 9 years, but I have to forget you now.
Adam,
Guard post.
I'm counting on you. What's up?
About the 1972 project. Les Enfants Terribles.
You never did like the French.
All that Catherine the Great aristocratic pompousness gets to me, that's all. Palace talk. They can keep it.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children.
That madness Zero started. Or the start of his madness.
You found out something new?
The plan itself was abandoned in '76. ATGC dismantled the project, and their account with DARPA was closed. So I was worried about what happened to you.
Analysis
Your sons.
complete.
They're no sons of mine. And they're sure as hell not me.
Analysis
Just a bunch of
complete.
cells grown in a lab.
What they are is much sicker than that.
Well, Zero doesn't think so. Eva doesn't either. To them, those boys are your clones. They're you, down to the last hair.
And
The first boys were raised free range, like we thought. Both of them. David has
You
never...
gotta extract him.
But the other, Eli, has disappeared. Might as well call it abandoned. They're through with him.
where is he?
He was in England, Zero's home ground. Apparently he traveled to Africa after that, but that's where he escaped from Zero's care.
Just like that. Why?
Who knows? Maybe he found out about his birth. If he's alive, he'd be 11 or 12 by now. Old enough to think and act for himself.
So he might still be alive.
On his own, there? I wouldn't bet on it. John, if he is alive, what's the plan?
I have nothing to say to him. Treat him like a human being, just another person.
Boss, this war business you and Miller started. Since the industry spread out to the PFs, it may have a favorable influence on Cypher. To a ruler, an everlasting enemy is convenient. By directing the public's animosity outside his borders, he can unify their frame of mind. Guns for hire continue the war, then enrich the economy with their spoils. War as a business will become a permanent tool for manipulating the public mind. A new business model. You might even call it a war economy. Before long, Cypher, or rather the Patriots, will be drawn to this. Probably only a few decades before it takes hold. It's not far off at all. Still no leads on Zero. We don't even know whether he's still alive. But the protocol he put in motion is making steady progress. Every day, SIGINT's web covers a little bit more of the globe. Total information control. Big Brother Zero. And it'll happen before anyone even realizes. I don't like it. You're the big brother of the battlefield. You've earned a firm grip on the world's military power. But soon, Zero will have nations in his. He'll erase the Cold War, all war from people's minds, and with it the world's borders. Zero's will, his influence, will be unleashed, with nothing to stem the tide. When that happens, opposition will no longer match the lines on the map. And boss, with no borders left, what difference can we make? War will have lost any true meaning to the world. Just one more gear keeping the wheels of economy turning. Another product bearing down the capitalist conveyor belt. The future your friend Miller wanted. That's all there is in store. Perhaps it's already too late. But human will should only be handed down and nurtured by human hands. It can't be entrusted to the system. Especially not that soulless phantom.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
No matter what happens, we'll have to fight someday to reclaim our truth. Until next time, Big Boss. Someone has successfully struck at Zero. Since Zero's using a private network, we get information, but we have no way to trace his location. That means the details are still fuzzy at this point, but apparently some new bioweapon was used. As soon as he noticed the dip in his vital signs, he had his stomach pumped and even underwent blood dialysis. But he didn't fully recover. Ironically, if Zero kept more company, he'd have been safe. Since the incident, his speech and actions have been getting more unhinged by the day. He's probably been rushed to another...
He's coming too. Roger that.
But the location is a complete mystery. That's the way he operates. He went to incredible lengths to make sure his great escape went unnoticed. So far, I know at least Langley and the Pentagon were involved. He had a blackout triggered in New York to disrupt the transportation and information grids, and at least 2 submarines were sighted off the coast. The personnel involved were working off a cover story. Naturally, the White House was fed the same thing. The project is buried under a pile of dummy ops and backup plans stretching across multiple organizations. It's safe to say not
You gonna extract him?
knew what they were moving or to where. All top secret, no trail, no leads. He's living up to his name as usual. Only this time, even I can't find him. Now, the only record of his location lies within the Cypher AI that was at the heart of the escape.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Data sealed away in a secret location. Skullface was able to put together this assassination attempt, but even he can't possibly know where Zero is now. I'll keep searching, but when you're up against he who controls information, it's gonna be a long battle. Boss, it was Anderson after all.
You gonna extract him?
He went by SIGINT during Operation Snake Eater. Following Zero's disappearance, he's taken over command of Cypher. Well, to be precise, the AI he oversees has. The idea to have an AI act for Zero came about...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
...penetrated NORAD. Clearly an AI couldn't be allowed to make its own decisions. So they would take away its ability to act, and instead create a specialized system in which the AI, bound by specific rules, filters the massive amounts of data it collects before passing it on to people, subtly guiding their decision-making. A system of the people, by the people, for the people. So they began researching how to do it. DARPA apparently brought Strangelove on board to head it up. She was forced out after a certain incident.
Clouds approaching.
The direction of the project and any trace of her existence was scrubbed after her departure. Before Zero lost consciousness as his condition worsened, he left instructions for Anderson, through a cutout, of course. Zero went out of his way to hide your location in order to keep you safe. This meant sacrificing his own protection. It was the only way to ensure you could stand alone as your own man. And here I am, the only link between you and the world that's passing you by. I'm your last connection now.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Last request. His will. Once you're awake, we need to discuss the best way to ensure your safety. Oh, and they've got a name for Anderson's AI project. It's called the Patriots. It's all about ensuring that the concepts driving society...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
...person in that society. About maintaining the identity of the individual, and yet having that individual willingly make up part of the whole. I guess it's fitting to call that patriotism.
You gonna extract him?
Creating a united world. Zero's will is already fading into a shadow of what it once was. Systems, guidelines, rules, laws. When you take a mentality and fix it in a solid shape, put it out there in the hands of people, it can only begin to decay. No mentality can last forever. When the body dies, the will dies with it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Over here.
Analysis complete. The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Hello?
Not there. Here.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Thank you for coming. Please.
You're...
Extraction
Is it that
arrived
odd?
at Mother Base.
I suppose the cuffs have gotten a bit loose. Although, truth be told, I have been spending more time in pajamas as of late.
No, nothing.
The tie, perhaps. Not the most fashionable pattern, I admit.
No, it is very nice.
How sweet. Will you take a little brandy? You're hardly underage, after all.
No, thank you.
Please, sit. Pacifica Ocean.
What?
Ah, yes. You've already begun. Not bad. A schoolgirl through and through. Even he won't suspect otherwise. Here you are.
Thank you. I heard you are sick?
Poppycock. I just like to take a little time off work.
You?
You must feel that way sometimes.
Well,
Anyway, I could hardly greet my first guest from that damned bed.
I missed my chance to catch you snoring.
Now I'm twice as glad I got ready in time. Drink before it gets cold. English breakfast tea. All I have, I'm afraid. There were 8 candidates before you, meaning you will be the 9th Paz Ortega Andrade.
What happened to the others?
They're in the next room. They've been taking it easy these past few months.
They...
Do you see any windows here?
Complete. Analysis
No.
complete.
I've gotten used to it, this life. I am who I am, after all, and I've had my fill of cursing this bloody dungeon. Excuse me.
Analysis complete.
But I can't help sometimes wishing I could see the stars. What should I do?
Well, you could go outside, go up to the roof, wait for the clouds to pass.
Okay, subject is in.
And a pretty one, too. But once the wind blows and the clouds pass, you can look up and see us
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
even here.
You've had a hard time getting to where you are.
Yes.
Sewer rats lead better lives. I know. Extreme training, starvation, days spent without sleep. Abandoned, hurt, and all but killed in every way imaginable. Some of your compatriots died. Others betrayed you, left you for dead. And you did the same to them. But through it all, you survived. And you alone made it here. Just look at you. I can see everything you've been through.
Yes.
Consider this mission a reward for the mountain you've climbed.
Thank you.
Yes, well, you know what's next.
You gonna extract him?
Yes.
And you are prepared.
Yes.
I believe you. That ever so slight tan. Not the type you'd get on the West Coast. If I didn't know better, I'd say you really did grow up around the equator. But it runs deeper than that. One look at you, and I see a wide-eyed student yearning for peace. Born and raised in Central America. I can see it all. How much preparation have you done?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You'll be perfect for this, to strike back at Snake. I'll share everything I know about him.
Analysis complete.
But you mustn't forget who you're dealing with. If he were to get the better of you, well, I deeply regret having put you in that position. But beyond that, I'm putting my life in your hands.
You can trust me, Cypher.
None of my friends call me that. Tea's gone cold. Shall I make some more?
I know we are the only ones here. There's no one in the other room.
And how do you know that?
You said I was your first guest.
Oh, I haven't had this much fun in quite a while.
You gonna extract him?
Right then.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss.
Extraction arrived at motorbase.
Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero?
Boss, get down. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Where I was born, the language I speak. I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is Hell's Kitchen, 10th Avenue. He is undergoing treatment there.
Not exactly Hyde Park.
His medical needs keep him from moving around. That is why he summoned me there. The other...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
varying race and ages, but in reality, all 40 units are Cypher personnel. It took him 10 years to replace the original occupants. He has got places like this all over the world.
No better place to hide a needle than a stack of needles.
Zero, it's on the top.
He's coming too. Roger that.
A room with no windows and no doors. Even the elevator does not reach it. Officially, the floor does not exist. The only access is by a secret staircase, one floor down. Room 702.
Shades of World War II.
Nobody realizes the entire building is a setup. People go in and out all day. But they're all Cypher. The building blends right in with the rest of the city. They disseminate rumors that a gang operates out of the building that keeps most outsiders away. And most of them are there as security in case of an emergency. But even they don't know what they're really protecting.
What?
Foot traffic, goods coming in and out, phone lines, water and sewage. It is all monitored remotely by satellite and cameras inside and out.
You gonna extract him?
Should he need it, there's a sealed-off water conduit that continues to escape to the Hudson River.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
But from the outside, it is just another... a perfect disguise.
Analysis complete.
So the Major believes zero suspicion equals total security. Very bold. It's just the kind
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
So long as no one's suspicions are aroused, you could hide there forever. On the other hand, if someone figures it out, there are dozens of ways in. And he's so paranoid about information slipping out, no one involved has the full picture. That ignorance is a weakness, the downfall of a need-to-know system. Pitfalls are clear. Circumventing them will be simplicity itself.
You hate him, don't you?
You gonna extract him?
Hate? He never left me to die. I owe him my life. I'm bound to repay the favor. Any way I can. But that's not what you really want to know. What you want to know is, do I hate Big Boss? I don't hate the man. I do deserve a little more of his gratitude. But he probably has no idea who I am. So you see, I have no reason to hate him at all. I mean to have my revenge against Zero. It's not petty hatred or resentment. Nothing so personal.
Analysis complete.
Even the hottest lava eventually cools, becoming a mountain. And that mountain becomes the land. Scalding steam comes back down as rain, forming rivers, draining into the sea. It's then that nature's order sets in. Now I'm merely a part of that cycle.
Enemy presence detected.
Just like Zero.
The map
And you. And Big Boss.
Don't do it!
That lava, that vengeance, is already set as stone. Too late to change things now.
Don't kill him!
The choice is...
Let Big Boss live!
Proceed.
Please!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Give her the shot already!
Hold her still.
It's me.
Ocelot, it's been quite a while.
Yeah, I'll say. Took a lot longer for you to surface than I expected, Major.
I wasn't planning on coming back at all, but I had no choice.
Well, after the Caribbean.
My hunch was proven right. You wouldn't believe who was behind it.
Oh, I have an idea.
extraction arrived
How
at
did you
the
respond?
database.
Immediate disinformation campaign. Most bought into the story, but not everyone. It was quite an incident, after all. I couldn't cover everything, but I did hide the fact that Snake survived. And that should buy us some time.
Where is he?
En route to an old foxhole of mine. A base in the British sovereign area of Cyprus.
The military hospital at Dekelia?
Ava's leading the operation.
Ava? Following your orders?
Funny, isn't it? That we should all reunite like this.
This is an emergency. Otherwise, I sure as hell would...
Yes, I don't expect you to bury the hatchet between us. Something simply won't ever happen. Even I can appreciate that. You too can only bear to speak with me from time to time. That's fine. But I don't want Snake to die. Surely we can come together on that. There are so few men I can turn to. And you're number one, Ocelot. Keep him hidden. Keep him safe. But I'll stay where I am. And leave the rest to you. That's how he'd want it too.
Isn't it better for you to be there to supervise?
Where I am, where he goes, it makes no difference. All that matters is getting him the very best treatment and security. The latter being where you come in. Will he wake up? And if so, when? I have absolutely no idea. But as long as his heart is beating, he will keep fighting. So please, watch over him.
This location, it's safe?
No one will find him. And if they try, I will deal with them. The information must be suppressed.
Which is what you do best. Guess you're still at the top of your game, huh?
Anything but. I'm sick, Ocelot. Donald's taken over a great deal. He'll be handling this situation from here on as well. Though I wish it weren't so. This will probably be the last time you and I speak. So, you won't say no, will you?
I have no choice.
Thank you.
We'll save your thanks.
One more thing. A proposition.
Yes.
I've prepared a ruse of sorts. One I imagine you'll quite like.
What is it?
You could say I've made another Snake.
Major?
I'm not talking about the children. A mental copy. His phantom, if you like.
I don't understand.
You will when you get to Cyprus. I've set the ball in motion, but the rest is in your hands. You're good at this kind of thing. The best. I need you on this.
If it's in his best interests.
I assure you, it is. Look after Snake. He's the toughest son of a bitch I've ever known. Yes, it's me. You weren't in hospital long. I had trouble finding you. Where is he? Safe. But in the same state as when you last saw him. We've had our misunderstandings, you and I. But as you've made clear, our relationship is strictly business. Therefore, I will limit this conversation to the business at hand. Please understand that I don't dislike you. Not inherently.
Where is Snake?
Now. Settle down, or I'll have to hang up. And then you never hear from me again. Do you understand? First, about your boss. I had him moved once he was stabilized. I'm sure it came as quite a shock to you when you woke up. You'll have to forgive me.
I told them to stop putting me under.
Surely you understand. Specialized medical treatment in places like that can be positively nightmarish. We couldn't have left him there forever. And to be honest, I wasn't entirely comfortable leaving matters in your hands. Don't take it the wrong way. Anyone looking for him would be looking for you. He needs to be as far from you as possible. In fact, I'm still not sharing his location, even now. Problems could arise. So, instead, I'm giving you a point of contact. An introduction to a network of messengers who will lead you to a man. A friend to your boss. I'm sure he's mentioned him before. He knows Snake's location. More than any man alive, I trust him with this sort of thing. Keeping secrets, or men in the dark. He's known Snake quite a while. 10 years longer than you. Kazuhira, I don't care if you don't trust me, but I require your absolute trust in him on this. Snake will be brought back into this world, however long it takes. Understood? The only reason we're having this conversation is because you still have a role to play. Which brings me to the next issue. What happens after he regains consciousness? When Snake wakes up, and he will, he'll need your help again. So when he does, I promise you'll be the first to know. The code phrase will be, V has come to. I'll then mobilize all the necessary parties.
Please select a mission.
Think of it as an overture to a prologue. Until then, do what you like. Just be ready when the time comes. But you don't need me to tell you that, do you? I know it's been hard on you too. But I can't imagine you're willing to just walk away.
What are you talking about? If what you're saying is true, then this is like wrapping a rope around your own neck and throwing it over a branch. What's your play in all this?
This is for Snake. So that he survives after he wakes up. Nothing more. After that, I don't care what you do.
Then tell me something.
Go on.
I only joined you after I found out what you were after. To make the world one, you need Snake for that. And he's already done a hell of a lot for you.
He has.
So on some level at least, I think you're being straight with me. Then why'd you do that to him? I get what you were trying with Paz. You wanted to get Snake any way you could. But after that, what you did, how could you do that to him?
After that, wasn't me. You may not believe this, but I never intended for any of this to happen. My organization has many arms. It's just going to take a little longer before we're all on the same page. I admit I may have been lax in my supervision, but something like that will not happen again.
Whatever. One day.
Dobra, w tym momencie się tutaj zatrzymam. Znaczy skończę tą oto rejestrację i się zatrzymamy.
Know the truth. Just as soon as the boss wakes up. And then we're coming after you.
This ends with you begging us to put you out of your misery.
Is that so? Fantasy can make for a powerful ally. But remember this reality, Kazuhira Miller. Big Boss will wake up. And when he does, be there for him.
Select a mission.
Dobra, w tym momencie będę kończył te wszystkie rejestracje, będę kończył też odcinek, zaraz się weźmiemy i spotkamy Spotkamy się w tym całym pięknym, cudownym, zajmiaszczym helikopterze. Ja będę kończył swój odcinek. Trzymajcie ciepło, uważajcie na siebie, piszcie jakieś fajne komentarze i do